The question is this: why is there more tobacco control policy than alcohol control policy in the UK? The tobacco control policy is more advanced in key areas, including a ban on advertising and promotion, high taxes to discourage consumption, warning labels on products, and unequivocal health education, like the famous campaign that warned going from high to low tar is like jumping from the 38th, not 39th floor. Alcohol does not have this level of regulation. The first obvious answer is that they are different products, currently viewed differently by the public. But their comparison is crucial to the public health groups that want alcohol control to catch up, and the alcohol industry that wants the status quo. The second obvious answer is that the evidence explains the difference. In tobacco, the battle has been won. The scientific evidence has been accepted in government. Smoking and passive smoking are seen as extremely harmful to health. Government policy is all about denormalising and reducing smoking. In alcohol, the battle rages on. The debate focuses on the idea that there is a safe and perhaps even beneficial level of alcohol consumption. This makes it more difficult to advocate blanket controls, which annoy sensible drinkers, rather than specific measures to deal with problem drinkers. Drinking is still a normal part of life, and government policy does not challenge its normality. But a key tenet of policy studies is that the evidence does not speak for itself. Evidence-based policy making is about power, to decide what counts as evidence, to ignore or pay attention to particular studies, to link the evidence of a policy problem to a particular solution, and to ensure that policymakers have the motive and opportunity to turn a solution into policy. So what would it take for alcohol to emulate tobacco in these terms? Well, we can break the policy process down into 5 key factors, all of which may have to change. First, the Department of Health would take the main responsibility for alcohol control, replacing departments focused on finance, trade, industry, tourism and crime. Second, the government would view drinking primarily as a pressing public health problem. Third, the Department of Health would consult public health groups at the expense of the alcohol industry. This is central to the type of evidence it gathers, the interpretation of the evidence and advice it receives. Fourth, the perceived economic benefit of alcohol consumption would fall within government. The number of drinkers would fall and opposition to alcohol control would decline. Fifth, the scientific evidence linking alcohol consumption to ill health, with no safe or beneficial level of drinking, would be set in stone within government. Now, the tobacco experience suggests 2 main things. First, the changes in these factors are mutually reinforcing. Major policy change is the result of the complex interplay between all of these factors. Policy environments change. What seemed unlikely in the past seems almost inevitable in the present. So the obstacles to contemporary alcohol control now resemble those in tobacco before policy changed profoundly from the 1980s. But note that this transformation took several decades. The evidence played a key part in that process, but comprehensive policy change is neither quick nor inevitable.